Hi everyone, this is Aman Sophia, Assistant Professor in Triple Department. Welcome to WITS Connect. Today we are going to discuss about the different types of tasks produced in the indicating instruments. See, basically instrument is classified into two types, like absolute instruments as well as secondary instruments. Again the secondary instruments is classified like into indicating, recording and integrating instruments. Indicating instruments nothing but the instruments which shows the reading by using a pointer and scale are known as indicating instruments. Coming to the essentials of indicating instruments essentially consist of pointer which moves over a calibrated scale which is attached to a moving system, and it requires some force or torque to satisfy the operation of indicating instruments, and this force or torque can be classified into three types, like deflecting torque, controlling torque and damping torque. So coming to the deflecting torque, see, this is the torque which causes the moving system to move from its initial position. That is, it causes the pointer to move from its zero position. The torque is known as deflecting torque. The next one is controlling torque. So this controlling torque will controls the deflecting torque. So otherwise we can also say that this torque will makes the pointer to show a particular reading on the scale. So that torque is known as controlling torque. Next one is damping torque. So damping torque will stops the oscillations of the pointer on the scale. That particular torque is known as damping torque. Otherwise we can say that which dumps the oscillations of pointer is known as damping torque. So at the damping torque, the pointer will comes to its rest position. That means pointer will stops the oscillation and will come to its rest position. That particular torque is known as damping torque. Coming to the methods of obtaining torque in the instruments, like indicating instruments will produce different torques like deflecting torque, controlling torque as well as damping torque. The first one is deflecting torque. So this deflecting torque is produced by the effect of current or voltage. When a particular instrument is operated with some supply, some amount of voltage will be passed through it. With that voltage or current, it is producing a deflecting torque. With the torque, pointer will start its movement on the scale. And the deflecting torque produced will be depends on the type of instrument which is operated, and it is denoted with tau suffix d, and deflecting torque will be always proportional to the current flowing in the instrument. The next one is controlling torque. Controlling torque is provided by either by the spring or gravity. So this torque is used to control the deflecting torque, and it can be denoted as tau suffix d. And controlling torque is classified into two types, spring control system and gravity control system. The spring control system is used in modern instruments, and gravity control is not much used in modern instruments. Equilibrium position. So equilibrium position nothing but the point at which deflecting torque is equals to the controlling torque is known as equilibrium position. So at this position, pointer will comes to rest position. So we can also say that tau d is proportional to tau c. The point at which deflecting torque is proportional to or deflecting torque is equals to the controlling torque is known as equilibrium position or final position. Spring control system. So this is the most commonly method used in the electrical instruments. And coming to its construction, So before the construction, let's see spars. It consists of 2 jewel bearings and 2 hairsprings, and one pointer and one uniform scale. See, the 2 jewel bearings are attached to a spindle rod and consist of 2 hairsprings which are made up of phosphorus bronze, which are attached to the spindle. One end of the hairspring will be attached to the spindle rod and other end will be attached to the moving system, and consisting of a uniform scale, and its operation will be depends on the temperature. This about its construction. Coming to the working, when pointer deflects due to some current or pressure, the spring twisted in opposite direction will produce the controlling torque, so which is directly proportional to the angle of deflection of the pointer, that is tau c is proportional to theta, and the pointer will comes to the rest position. When tau d is proportional to, that is deflecting torque is proportional to controlling torque, we are saying that it's an equilibrium position. So it's working, coming to the working principle of a spring control system. When some current is passed through it, it is giving some deflecting torque, that is tau d will be produced in it. With the deflecting torque, points will start its oscillation, that is start its movement from 0 position. The pointer starts deflection, the 2 hairsprings will produce the controlling torque in the opposite direction. So with the controlling torque, the pointer will stops at a particular position. That is, it means the controlling torque is proportional to the angle of the deflection of the pointer. So we are saying that tau c is proportional to theta, and tau d is proportional to current I. When these two torques are equal, that is tau d is proportional, tau d is equals to the tau c, then the pointer will comes to its rest position. That position is known as equilibrium position. So as just now I said that tau d is proportional to current I, tau we are writing it as tau d is proportional to I. By removing the proportionality constant, we can write it as tau d equals to k into I. Here k is the constant. Here k is the constant, and next when the controlling torque is produced, controlling torque will be proportional to the angle of deflection, that can be given as tau c is proportional to theta. By removing the proportionality constant, we are keeping it as c as a proportionality constant. At equilibrium position, tau d equals to tau c. Write down the formulas. It is tau d is nothing but k into I, and tau c equals to c into theta. From this, theta can be given as k by c into I. Here k and c are nothing but proportionality constants. That is, at last we can say that in spring control system, angle of deflection is proportional to current passing through it. Coming to the gravity control system. So gravity control system will consist of a non-uniform scale. It has a non-uniform scale, and at here we are using two types of weight, that is balanced weight and control weight, and one pointer which shows the reading on the scale. So in this method, small adjustable weight W is attached to the moving system, which produces the necessary control torque. Under this action, deflecting torque, that is pointer, moves from its 0 position, and control weight will moves in the opposite direction. When the pointer starts its movement, controlling weight will moves in opposite direction due to the gravity. So the control weight will tend to come to its original position and produces the opposing or controlling torque. By this, controlling torque will be produced, and this controlling torque is proportional to the sine of the angle, and can be given as tau c is proportional to, we can write as tau c is proportional to sine theta, and deflecting torque tau d is proportional to current I. At the equilibrium position, tau d is equals to tau c, and by substituting the value we can write it as I is proportional to sine theta. This is about gravity control system. Coming to its advantages, it is low in cost and control is independent of the temperature. And at here controlling torque can be changed easily. So as it is having some advantages, coming to the disadvantages, it's the disadvantage of gravity control system is it's having a non-uniform scale, and the instrument has to kept in a vertical position before the use. So these are the two disadvantages of the gravity control system. Next one is we are seeing the comparisons of spring control and gravity control system. The basic comparison is spring control system will consist of a uniform scale, whereas gravity control system will consist of non-uniform scale. And spring control system is depends on the temperature, whereas gravity control system will not depends on temperature. So spring control is coming to the spring control system, controlling torque is fixed, whereas in gravity control system controlling torque is variable as it is proportional to the sine theta. Whereas in spring control system controlling torque is proportional to theta, it is constant. Whereas in gravity control system, as it is proportional, tau c is proportional to sine theta, so it is variable. And coming to the cost,